this country. And today also, I would like to extend my sincerest and apologies for not being able to join with all of you in person for these important sessions physically. And however, even I cannot be with you as physically, I'm very confident that today's event will be an enlightening and fruitful experience for us. And thank you for us for attending this guest lecture, offline or online. And thank you so much for your attentions. And let us begin with the valuable these learning sessions. Thank you, Pariba. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Aryo, for being able to join us through the online. We know that you're very busy since we know that it's Monday, yeah. So Dr. Aryo have a management meeting. Okay, next we'll start with the main event. But to start, I'd like to introduce you to Professor Kim. So actually, I'm quite familiar with Professor Kim because previously he was here since 2019, 2022 under the umbrella of GTPI, and I'm glad that today Prof. Kim come back to Indonesia with bring some delegation, and he's been here for 1 week for site visit for our next cooperation on the possibility study on black soldier flies, branding sales market in Southeast Asia for the purpose of food waste to energy using the Foreign Ministry of Foreign Affairs Bilateral Fund or KOICA. So yeah, Pak Kim is already online. So before Pak Kim start, I'd like to remind all of the participants, if you have any question, you may using the chat box or using the open mic. Untuk Bapak Ibu yang nanti peserta yang memiliki pertanyaan bisa menggunakan chat box di aplikasi Zoom, ataupun bisa nanti jika mungkin akan menggunakan sistem open mic. Dan nanti pada akhir sesi setelah paparan akan ada diskusi atau jawaban dari Profesor Kwang Yung Kim. Oke, Pak Kim, the time is yours.
Thank you very much, everybody. Good morning.
Bahasa Inggris teman atau
Thank you very much.
orang asing.
Orang Indonesia malah.
Yeah.
I think it's very much for you. You have wrapped up. Now you can see please speaking. Ini. This is if you want to move this file, this button. Okay, because it's sharing from you. All right. Okay, once again, I'm very much thank you for your warm welcome. Let me prepared my presentation about the food waste management in Indonesia. Indonesia, is like a very challenging the problem. Not only Indonesia, but also all of us, the globe, have to solve the problem. Okay. My anthem. Yep. National anthem. This at 10 o'clock. We have national anthem. One of the Satya Pancasila. So the government has decided to play the national anthem right at 10 o'clock. And that's mandatory for government institution. We know that it's too bureaucratic, but yeah, for us, yeah, we just follow the order, but our activities. Sure. Okay. Food waste. Food waste we are treating like this some current situation. Current situation means we have to solve the problem like this one. We have to solve of the scale problem. This is Indonesia has got a main concern. It account for is like around 30% of the total waste in the Indonesia. Indonesia approximately there are so many. It's around the 40 million tons of the food per year. This is a very high scale of the problem. You have to prepare some the facility for the high capacity for your Indonesia. Also, the currently we have to management approach is needed. Food rules, waste management. Indonesia still you are now on the way to early stage compared to the other country. Also, for your government, very much strong initiative is now very took a step forward for the clean your food waste, including the municipal solid waste. This is Indonesia also very trying to solve the innovative solution. It's like this is some startup or the company. This is your government also put some budget supporting for the starting the business. The name is the Surplus. This is the name of the startup here in Indonesia. Surplus Garda Pangan, Magalab,
Bapak buktinya.
Zhangzhou, Damogo. This is your start for municipal solid waste, food waste management. Also, Indonesia got a very much challenging future direction like this. Indonesia would be needed to increase awareness of the changes consumer behavior. Consumer means the older people have to change about the viewpoint from the municipal solid waste, including organic waste. I hope much more you need some implementation, more efficient food storage, packaging, and marketing also. Not only that, but also we have to some training and education for the farmers for the proper post-harvest management. Like this, some or the other, your some it's like a policy direction or the campaign by the supporting of the Indonesian government. Still, Indonesia, as I told you, there are strong government initiative. Government initiative focusing developing waste energy project. There are so many projects. It's like a biggest 112 project to the accelerating installation, incineration using municipal solid waste to making electricity energy. However, this is there are not efficient for the managing the food waste management. That's why the today very focusing terminology. Why not using the black soldier fryer for only for the food waste? Still, your Ministry of Agriculture has establishment the food estate development. Not only that, but also waste management development strategy you got. This is Indonesian current situation. Also, you have already your own the policy regulation development. Also, public awareness campaign still ongoing, but we have to. That is not enough. We have to support you by the cooperation South of Korea. Private sector collaboration is needed. Also, we have to start providing solution, technology solution should be appropriately selected for your as like a right application. Infrastructure development is needed. Also, we have to much more efficiently waste collection for the treatment and the final full processing for the final energy development. In order to implementation, this is focusing very much international development cooperation between two countries, Indonesia and Korea. Two countries has got their own the policy strategy. Indonesia and Korea, something is like a similar and contrasting approach to food waste. South Korea is like a comprehensive policy as a potential model for we are going to share our policy technology assistance for your capacity builder for food waste management. Still, South Korea has implementation. It's like the terminology pay as you waste. This is a scheme. This is achieved very much high rate of the food waste recycling. However, Indonesia is now exploring innovation solution, specifically black soldier fryer, because your temperature humidity of the Indonesia is very much appropriate to the nursing, incubating black soldier fryer insect. This is technology is now addressing your significant food waste challenge. Short comparison highlight the opportunity for Indonesia. Why not enhancement using the black soldier fryer? This is a black soldier fryer is not the perfect condition for the outside nursing and incubating. However, we are going to put the science technology, ICT technology, internet, AI solution for the monitoring and handling for your effective cultivating and merchandising development. Shortly, I move to the your understanding concept for you much more understanding. People might share Korean something. You the Bapenas also like this the economy circular based Indonesia food waste, including all kind of the municipal solid waste energy development plan you got. As you know, the circular economy model designed to, it's like eliminate waste. All waste cannot be waste, right? All kind of the something can be regenerating for the energy development. Circular product, material, and regenerate nature. Circular economy is based on the three main principles: eliminate waste pollution, cultivate the product material, also is able to regenerate nature. You can back to original nature using the concept circular economy. This is a regulation, also framework, law. Indonesia, you got also. Indonesia now is now on the way to promoting sustainable agriculture practice, improving food storage distribution system, raising awareness. I think last 1 week we visit to the local area, Depok, Bandung, Sumedang. This is a local area government. We have the potential partner counterpart. That's why we something got the point. Oh, this is right now there are much more need to awareness your recognition about the black soldier flyer. How can it do effectively, efficiently move up our policy into application to Indonesian condition. Not only that, but also the regulatory measure. Indonesia is now include the requirement for food waste reporting, recycling, and composting. Mandatory food waste reporting to the donor organization, incentive for food waste recycling, composting. This is your current situation for your understanding. Indonesia also policy food waste focusing black soldier flyer. Indonesia facing significantly changing magnificent food waste, right? This is a much more same understanding for your food waste. Why not pick up the black soldier flyer? Black soldier flyer called by black soldier flyer technology, black soldier flyer policy. This is very much for the we can do reduction the waste. Also, the processing speeds is very speed up compared to the other. It takes generally 8 to weeks, but this is a black soldier flyer only processing 14 days. Capacity buildup is still now Jibubur area. This is the first establishment in Indonesia by the supporting Korean investment company Korindo. Anyhow, this is your currently capacity buildup Jibuburu. Not only Jibuburu, but also Green Frusa also put their own the case in the Taman Safari, Banyumas, the other place. Also, black soldier flyer technology is appropriate for the scalability. If you use the black soldier flyer, this is a very much potentially expectation. However, it's now still early stage, not yet enough implementation nationwide. This is a benefit. Benefit everybody full understood. Black soldier flyer, right? This is can be support for benefit for the animal feed, organic fertilizer, also composting. When it comes to using the black soldier flyer, significantly we can lower getting lower greenhouse gas emission. This is very much associated with waste management. That's why we can pick up like this the waste reduction possible, rapid speeding of the black soldier flyer. This is also very much a valuable contribution by product development. Finally, the last but not least, this is a very impactful environmental sustainability impact according to the SDG. Why not rich application understanding for implementation example in Indonesia. Cibubur area also we got, but this afternoon we are going to stop by the Cibubur area for the field study. We also last week we visit to cooperation with the Green Prusa. Green Prusa now operating Banyumas, Central Java. The company is processing It's like 7,000 ton of the organic waste using black soldier fly technology. Not only that, also Green Prusa, some operating their own facility in Taman Safari. Taman Safari providing many high amount of the food waste, municipal solid waste from the zoo, Taman Safari Zoo. This is a black soldier fly technology emerging as an innovative solution for your Indonesian solution food waste. Pioneering facility like this, Cibubur, Banyumas, Green Prusa. Another one is the Magalaba. Magalaba is now collecting the not many amount of the food waste, but only for small food waste from various source, black soldier fly or lava to converting into the animal feed organic fertilizer. Anyhow, the benefit, this is a currently implementation pilot site.
Sampai masuk ke tahap
Was
banyak depresi ya.
like this is shared
Saking
with you.
banyaknya kegiatannya.
However, what about Korean, the comprehensive the policy? Korea, we got some master plan, food waste reduction master plan 1996. This is earlier initiative to address the food waste problem. Also, we got it's like from the 1998. Recently, we changed, updated the 2004 recycling program, mandated the collection food waste in the residence area. Definitely, very much strictly segregation from the household, all kind of the public area, private area. Also, we got the 2005 the landfill ban regulation. Food waste was prohibited from the being sent to landfill, right? Definitely, very much strictly Korean law and regulation. Volunteer cooperation agreement, we got the cooperation with the various sector to reduce the food waste, like the restaurant, hotel, school. Also, we got the volume-based food waste fee system, volume-based. You have to pay as you throw, you have to pay as you're making the waste. This is a system. Household pay based on the amount of the food waste they generate. All household, they pay according to their amount they generate food waste. This is a Korean policy has got their own the resultant, in fact, high scale of the recycling rate, waste to resource conversion into regenerating food waste into something energy, composting, fertilization, also bioplant, biogasification. Like this government investment it's like a word sustainability applied into South Korea, all province. South Korea has invested biogas facility, sewage, sludge drying fuel facility to processing organic waste to biofuel. This is investment by the government, very much implementation nationwide, including all the local government. Also, we came from the Gyeongnam local area, Gyeongnam local government. This is all kind of, we got a main 16, the metropolitan local government. We got a same, it's like investment by the local government. Also applicable all nation regulation support, money support, budget support for the household farmer also. South Korea policy implemented, nationwide, affecting all sector mean including household, restaurant, public institute, all kind of the organization. This is some comparative. What about Indonesia? What about Korea? Food waste management. In terms of the scale of the implementation, Korea some comprehensive nationwide, but Indonesia now still focusing black soldier flyer. This is early stage for adoption. In terms of the recycling rate, Korea 95% recycling rate for food waste. However, this is Indonesia reported by a Black Soldier Flyer. Compare the other comprehensive Indonesia, how can we manage food waste, organic food waste, focusing the Black Soldier Flyer, but it's still early stage. Focusing the technology approach, Indonesia is a single innovation technology Black Soldier Flyer, but Korea has got a diverse range of the technology and policy. But this is very much due to originally mixed dumping or segregation. This is very much early condition for the when it comes to see the food waste. In terms of the policy framework, South Korea is like a robust policy. It's robust means sustainability. It's like a strong, restricted policy framework, regulation economy, incentive. Incentive scheme very much important for the all kind of the household and also who generating waste. Incentive scheme is needed. Also, awareness campaign very much comprehensive to the all the other. Even though the kindergarten boy, kindergarten girl, boy and girl, elementary. In terms of the processing speed, Black Soldier Flyer very speed of compare the other traditional composting method. Black Soldier Flyer technology it's like a promise Indonesia, particularly speed of processing food waste, but it's not effective for, frankly speaking, South Korea. However, South Korea has got it's like a technology support for using science technology, ICT, for much more effective, high speed of economy of scale developed of the Black Soldier Flyer for the composting, fertilizer, the other upcycling, commodity development. However, it's very important thing, Indonesia Black Soldier Flyer initiative, we are going to support by the supporting OICA, Republic of the Korea, Ministry of Foreign Affairs support. Okay, some strategy for Indonesia. This is it's like a hierarchy for which one is the priority for you, Indonesia. The bottom line is the why not reduction food loss in production? Why not implementation measure? How can we measure and report and the sharing in order to minimize food losing, farming, processing? The third one is the second bottom is the how can we improve the food packaging, promoting packaging extension for the reduced waste. The second, the strategy, I can say the food supply donation retribution. This means the sustainably food provision from the all kind of the private, public, restaurant, hotel, all kind of the like public area like Taman Sapari. However, I think definitely I'm sure the first priority is the public awareness campaign. Education mean the sharing, understanding much more. This is very much important thing for the reducing food waste, recycling. It's like reuse, not reuse the food for anyhow. It's like a serial approach for reducing the food waste. I think this is some my tentative, my idea for the strategy for Indonesia. Awareness of the food waste of Black Soldier Flyers is needed. How can the implementation for the food waste in Indonesia? Indonesia various measures to address food waste. This is composting initiative, food bank, program promotion, consumption. The government has also launched that there are many cooperation with the Bank Sampah, TPA. This is like this campaign raise awareness for the food waste, encourage responsibility food practice. This is an initiative aimed to reduction food waste, promoting sustainable food, improving the food security for the future. This is a slide for the Korean the food waste management. We got their own definitely 100%, approximately 95% food waste collection segregation. South Korea improve pay as you through system, right? Food waste composting is like a priority for the food waste composting with a strong infrastructure education program to the local area of the whole area of the Korea province. Technology advanced technology support is very characteristic of the Korea. It's like a policy technology support, capacity build up. This is very much our strong point technology approach. South Korea has implemented advanced technology like this aerobic digest and bio drying also, mechanical biochemical treatment, vice versa, bio treatment, mechanical treatment, anyhow, called by MBT, BT, BMT, whatever. This is advanced we got technology, bio drying, recover resource from the food waste to energy development. The last but not least, we got a food waste reduction initiative. We got Korea introduced initiative reduce food waste, including promoting food donation, providing discourage food production. Anyhow, pay as you throw, pay as you generate waste. This is some strategy for Korea. We 95% of the collection sorting food waste, implementation nationwide system of collection, sorting, even though we got segregated food waste compared to the other municipal solid waste, ensuring they are processed efficiently, separate from other waste. Also, we still on the way to campaign public awareness. Government NGO has the conduction extensive awareness campaign, education, training public, and the food waste, environmental impact, practically tip for reducing it. Oh, definitely. Third one is that we got all kind of the incentive scheme. We got incentive scheme for the farmer, the people, and also all kind of the responsibility sector. In order to increase waste reduction, Korea government offer reward for the household business maker generates less waste, including financial support, recognition support, food donation, food sharing, food supply providing. South Korea actively promoting donation program, connection business holder, charity initiative, distribute surplus food to those who in need. The last but not least, waste management technology. Advanced technology are being applicable South Korea in order to waste management practice. Yeah, this is our, it's like a strong point technology support for the policy and strategy municipal solid waste. Rich implementation, our Korea former advanced, our former experienced food waste approach. South Korea has implementation comprehensive approach, waste sorted, segregate at the source, transport without mixing. It's like we got a strong value chain to the designated facility with the same conditions segregated. South Korea also has employee pay as you through system. Country promote the public awareness campaign. Still, we got education, all the from the kindergarten to the higher education, all the people, even though lifelong education guys. This system involves a separate collection, recycling, composting, right? Even though organic waste compost for the use in agriculture, on the other hand, all the material for the recycling or disposal. This is a Korean side the policy and approach. However, we got some similarity and difference between two countries. Indonesia, two countries altogether, we share commitment. How can we reduce the food waste? Both country implementation policy, strategy, program development like this, the project needed to for the cooperation between two countries, promote waste reduction, resource recycling, urban development. That means resource recovery. However, with different approach, you got your own the policy, but there are some different implementation strategy, infrastructure. However, we can support you some kind of technology policy sharing to capacity build up. Next slide, I'm sure, like this, some challenging issue. Indonesia, even though you got government initiative you got right now, lack of awareness for the flexible flyer food waste. This is frankly speaking, we have to all together move up for all the people, even the policymaker, research engineer, all kind of the actor of the NGO. Many Indonesians not aware of the severity, intensity of the food waste problem, but definitely bring this is a people you joined our Zoom meeting. You all of you got your own the full understanding, recognition. This is very much important. We have to solve the problem. However, you got many you are the maybe extended family member or people in Indonesia, not much enough understanding awareness of the flexible flyer food waste. Also, you got financially not enough. That means the constraint. Bapena circular economy based resource recycling plan development you got. Government Indonesia not enough supporting to the all the farmer people who generate. That means the constraint of financial support, limited funding source, research, development, implementation, also including campaign education, food waste management. That's why we have to do development cooperation, grant our own program to the other donor country. Also, infrastructure is not enough. A lack of the proper infrastructure, including waste collection, sort, segregation facility. This is it's like a prohibited efficient food waste management. That's why in terms of the we need some facility development infrastructure. The last but not least, the cultural practice. Culture is the everybody their own culture. That means they own the way of thinking, way of approach to solve the problem when it comes to everything in our life. Cultural practice, traditional practice such as excessive food preparation for gathering, contribution of food waste. That's why I like this 4 challenging issue: awareness, budget condition issue, infrastructure issue, also way of approach. How can it got the solution? This is once again challenging. I described not limited, not enough limited recycling infrastructure, not enough public awareness. Also, we have to improve. We have to something changing issue of consumer habit, food culture. Food culture mean understanding approach about the food waste. Also, the last but not least, host of the food waste management issue. In order to approach financial approach, understanding awareness of the cultural approach, also infrastructure approach, including all like this the challenging issue, I'm going to share to our partner organization, partner country, bring Indonesia government, like this. Have to be include the project component. This is some best practice from Korea. Definitely, I already mentioned about we got 95% we got segregation, we got sorting from the origin, our household or private public organization. Comprehensive approach. Second thing is the food donation, food redistribution, food waste reduction campaign, technology innovation. This is our Korea something good point for applicable for Indonesia. I already mentioned about the technology focus, policy framework, scale up the implementation for the food waste policy strategy application. Some recommendation Indonesia. Why not we much more cooperation, collaboration, promote understanding food waste solution to application into local government, strengthening partnership to government between the country, Indonesia. You got their own the Bapenas, not only Bapenas, Ministry of Environment, Forestry, also Bandung, Sumedang, Depok, Bogor, Tangerang, that means the Jabodetabek, nearby suburb metropolitan area government, not only that, Bandung City, Banyumas City, Surabaya City, Lombok, Bali City, you have to much more strengthening partnership, not just shake hand, but realistically transfer technology policy from the Korea to Indonesia, because we got a 75, we got a over the 50 the cooperation history we got between the country. Businessman NGO, including definitely increase collaboration on research, technology, public awareness. That's why I'm going to, on the way, think of the project. Why not we can establish one, it's like a research center for Black Soldier Flyer. Why not we make a establishment learning and education center for Indonesia? Definitely, why not we make a establishing Black Soldier Flyer nursing facility, factory facility. Second thing is the promotion sustainable food system. In order to sustainable, we ask you of the commitment for your green, like this partner organization, your government, even though your local government support sustainability. Definitely the local government have the connection with the farmer, farmer practice, farmer demand, all together. It's like a university, industry, research, NGO, all kind of the stakeholder entity have to be combined cooperation in order to reduce food loss, in order to promote efficient food distribution nationwide in Indonesia. The last third one is we have to support to investment, budget support for the education awareness. That's why not we make some Black Soldier Flyer museum, maybe tentatively Black Soldier Flyer learning center, Black Soldier Flyer awareness enhancement center like this. Implementation comprehensive education and training program for food waste for all age group, from kindergarten, from elementary, middle, and higher education, focusing responsibility, consumption, composting practice. Finally, we have to reach to the industry market, or it's like the last stage of the sustainable value chain. We have to attach it to the market approach. Also, definitely, I already mentioned infrastructure investments needed, like this some facility for Black Soldier Flyer. In order to sustainable Black Soldier Flyer infrastructure implementation, we need to start segregation, sorting, recycling, pre-treatment, breeding, drying. Finally, we making Black Soldier Flyer something commodity to ready to selling their own merchandisation to the Indonesian market, Asian market, all the other global market. This is the stakeholder. They own the responsibility and role and responsibility in food waste management. Who is the stakeholder? Your government, like you bring, it's like a research and development center. This is a local government, central government, definitely this is a government role. Government role play a crucial role. Establishment, policy, regulation, law, infrastructure supporting food waste. Definitely, government have to set up incentive scheme for businessmen, incentive scheme for all stakeholders. It's very much important precondition for the sustainability food waste in Indonesia. Second thing is the businessman. There are over there, Peter Green Frusa, Mr. Munjib here also. You are the Magalaba, also the other startup, many food waste company. In order to sustainability nationwide, it's like a country development. Definitely, government support, research support, the other activity support. I want to much more priority entity is not the government, not the consumer. Definitely, I hope, I'm sure businessmen should be priority entity for the all kind of the implementation policy into the industry, all kind of the whatever, all kind of the field. What I mean is the business guys very much important thing because they much more ready to it's like generating big profit. Profit means financial incentive, non-financial incentive. Anyhow, what I want to say, businessmen much more important the other government consumer. Anyhow, businessmen has a responsibility to minimize the food waste throughout their own supply chain. Very much important terminology is the sustainable supply chain from the production to retail, right? This is definitely include the implementation, efficient inventory management. It's like a breeding inventory, breeding, reproduction, distribution. Finally, it's like a step two, facing step two, money making in terms of the business guy. Consumer means we are all the it's like consumer all who those who generating food waste we are at the same time. Producer or consumer at the same time. Producer can make a significant impact practicing mind map, mindful consumption, planning meal, sorting food properly, composting organic waste. Anyhow, not only this one, the other stakeholders, researcher, it's like a teacher, it's like some NGO, all kind of the unfolded stakeholders have to implementation their own the original role and responsibility. That's why we want to, when it comes to project development, I want to share, I want to ask about the awareness for the education. It's like a research center for the research and development, demonstration, diffusion, technology, commercialization. Another one is the government sector also put the many budget, not only that, but also we have to set up the incentive scheme for the all stakeholders. This is Indonesia, some recommendation. This is a challenging issue consideration we have to think on. First one, regulatory issue. Completeness or consistent of regulation is very important thing. Regulation not only is like a measure but also promoting. The regulation means the two side to check up report not only that but also promoting for the policy into application. Financial viability very much important thing. High tipping fee is needed for Indonesia. High rate of the tipping fee. Complex cooperation mechanism business guys. Also waste characteristic. When I visited the Sumedang city, some Japanese guy working for it's like a decomposition characteristic of the some waste, municipal solid waste at the Sumedang landfill. Like this approaching to characteristic decomposition. we have to dealing with the unique characteristic of the Indonesian waste, specifically Depok, Bandung, or Jabodetabek. I think there are a little bit different characteristic. Anyhow, totally similarity. We can report to government to government, the local to local, province to province, to the central government organization. Another one is that we have the public acceptance, overcoming potential rejection from the residents near to the proposed waste facility. This is something challenging issue. We have the recommendation. Indonesia aim to, you got, according to, it's like a long-term development, including waste energy, Papina support, MOEF, Ministry of Agriculture support, even though Purin support. Anyhow, once again, we have to change it. All kind of cooperation project have to be implementation by due to change theory. Also, we have to increase enhancement of the awareness, changing consumer or stakeholder behavior. Also, much more efficient approach for the implementation, for the take action, sorting, segregation, packaging, marketing mechanism. When it comes to using black soldier fryer, we have to do educate the farmer or stakeholder. We also food produce. We have to do increase for the better manage their production process. Finally, we have to conversion biogasification from the waste into economically valuable contribution. All kind of the policy strategy, capacity build-up have to be, we have to think on in terms of the economically outcome, output impact. Much more important thing is the economically valuable contribution. This is a recommendation for your Indonesian side. Conclusion and call to action. Effective food waste, very much crucial sustainability feature between two countries. All Korea also, we have to solve ongoing problem, waste management, implementation best practice, collaboration effort we have to do. That's why we came like this discussion today. We can achieve definitely significant progress, reducing waste, promoting food security, also creating much more healthier planet based on circular economy. Circular economy mean what I want to terminology, resource recycling, urban development, resource recycling, Depok development, Bogor development, Sumedang development, Bandung development, Bali development, as well as supporting to SDG goal for the climate change. So this is my concluding remark. Why not we discuss about much more establishing black soldier fryer factory in Indonesia for integrated sustainable food security, food waste management. Once again, in order to awareness of the recognize the food waste, why not training center discussion for the people? This is a very much very much ground with the cooperation green. Why not discussion about the Black Soldier Flare Research Center? Not only research but also demonstration, diffusion, deployment to the field. Black Soldier Flare Research RD&D Center will be discussion with you for the commercialization to the economically viability enhancement. Once again, for our understanding as a researcher, policymaker, professor, all kind of specialty for the food waste. That's why we discuss much more for our capacity builder, using conference invitation program to Korea. Also some guys dispatched to Indonesia for the make a forum discussion, conference, whatever. Also, we have to do discussion about the much more, not policy level, but the implementation, tangible implementation level of the master plan development, long term until to 2030, 45, 2050. This is a master plan for the implementation for establishing Black Soldier Flare Education Center, training center, facility nursing center, or research center. This is very much for our understanding, for our differing understanding, and for the implementation. In order to, it's like a project development. Last week we visit to from the Depok, Sumedang, Bandung, Bogor. There's a specific area with our honorable our partner, Dr. Suri Hwayono. He joined all the time. Right now we're discussing about the like this much more in-depth discussion today. So I conclude that as my personal experience, I stayed in Jakarta with the corporation. My office in Serpong over there, Laptiap over there, my office. I stay for corporation for years 2019, 2022. This is very much a fundamental, good partner bridging role I got. So I came back to Korea. I came back again to Jakarta for your contribution, for your cooperation in terms of the whatever energy development, renewable energy, smart farm, smart factory, and also all kind of the green domain. Today, specifically food waste domain with cooperation, much more focused in Black Soldier Fryer. That's why the Korean delegation from the Gyeongnam local government, there are specialized, it's like an insect industry expert from Korea. That's why I hope our project development with the corporation KOICA Indonesia office, KOICA headquarters, Ministry of Foreign Affairs Korea. I hope to successfully project development by the supporting your all kind of your idea, your in terms of the policy, strategy, capacity builder, project development, in terms of the infrastructure, financial support, awareness, all kind of the your idea, including definitely green forest idea, Magalava idea, the other all kind of the startup. It's like all discussion based on originated our intimate or to entity like Gyeongnam local government. It's like a green corporation. Thank you very much once again for your pay attention. That's why the as of today once again starting our close Black Soldier Flyer discussion. Whatever your question, comment, we'll answer to your question. Thank you very much. Terima kasih banyak.
Thank you very much, Prof. Kim, for the insight. Where we know that, yeah, like what you found during your trip in this recent week, that in some region we're still struggling with the municipal solid waste problem, and based on national census that conducted by the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, we know that for the organic waste composition in Indonesia, in average, in national level, more than 50%. And specifically for the organic food waste, around 38 to 40%. So yeah, positively as a scientist, as a researcher, we have to see that not as a threat or problem, but that's as a potential, because we know that food waste, if we can treat them well or using appropriate technology, that become a very potential for the economy through the paradigm of bio-circular economy. And we come to the Q&A session. We have 4 questions on the chat. The first come from Hannah and the second one come from Ramdhani, but here there's a quite similarity. So in general, we have 3 questions. The first question is from Hannah, and they have and Ramdhani, but they have the same question. Okay, the first is how the Republic of Korea implement the pay as you waste or pay as you throw, because we know in some region in Indonesia still struggling with the segregation process, and of course that thing will relate to the incentive, because if you want to implement a robust policy, so there is always like the punishment and reward. So the first question is that about the pay as you throw. And the second question from Mr. Ramdhani about the sustainability of waste project with correlated with the financial business model. Yeah, about the financial business model, we know that the waste management project hardly cost activities. So we see that waste management activities are high cost activities. How about the sustainability? How about the business canvas model to ensure the sustainability of that project? And the third question about the social awareness versus waste technology, which is the dominant aspect if we see it as the contribution to waste management, waste problem in the South Korea. So between the social awareness versus the waste technology, which one is more important or more dominant in how Gyeongnam or Korea in general addressing the municipal solid waste problem? Okay, I think that the first three questions. After that, we'll continue with the next question.
All right, good. Regarding the pay as you through, this is a mechanism. So, or there are, there are Korean people, many of them, they are stay in apartment. Some of they are, it's like taking residence in a household anyhow. All apartment, all people, they put their own the segregated, it's like a basket. They bring their own from the household, put the some, it's like a food waste, the big basket. There's a put the button. The put the button is it's a one by one household. There is open the, it's like kept to the household food waste, and then put the it's a food waste. As soon as the put the waste the bottom of the basket is like as soon as at the same simultaneously measure. This is a 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer. I'm sorry, 5 kilogram, 10 kilogram. This is it's like data. It's like set up to the central control system. That's why the monthly they have to pay to the food waste. This is a many, all the people got their own the invoice every month to the, it's like apartment management house management office. This is all from household, from the all the other government. Those are the public elementary, all public even is a school, elementary school, middle school, high school, all kind of the. This is a pay as you through approach. So this is a, yeah, very much strict, very much strict. That's why the apartment by apartment, all kind of this like the, how can I say, security guy. They have to check up, and there's like a report to the other. Some people violated something problem. Could you say the first question, pay as you through, and the other one? Incentive scheme. Okay. Anybody Korean delegation, you can answer to the three questions, the pay as you through, or the incentive. Next thing is sustainability. Third one is the social awareness. Anybody, you answer to the question. Let me we will answer to the later about the incentive scheme. Let me move to the second thing, sustainability. I think the sustainability is like definitely related with the incentive scheme. That's why it would be the answer to the incentive first question. Sustainability should be definitely provided by the government, provided by the local government. Everybody involved in the incentive scheme. have to pay and have to request from counterpart. That's why it's like a entity join the waste industry as a collector, as a transporter, as a the technology holder, technology applicant, whatever, whoever, they got their own it's like a tipping fee when they gathering from the food waste from the household. Government pay to some to the business guys, and then they segregation collection, and it's like making the homogenization food waste and into the move to the flexible fryer factory. Flexible factory also, they when it comes to receiving the very harmonized and very homogeneous the food from the some entity, they also pay some money. Government pay to the, it's like those who gathering food waste, also BSF factory also pay to them. Like this, the incentive scheme. That's why the industry ongoing sustainability. Finally, I think the black shoulder fryer they have to sell their own the contribution to the composter, fertilizer. Also, they are the upcycling, the food production. This is very much have to incentive scheme should be prepared. That's why the Park you mentioned about the business canvas model like this. Business canvas model is 9 big. It's like a factor mean. It's this anchoring is it's like a generation vision. Who is the provider? Who is the demand? We have to it's like exchange some their financial idea, information idea, financial support. Anyhow, incentive scheme have to be related, strongly related to the business guy. All when it comes to understanding all supply chain management. The last social awareness. Social awareness mean that when I was young, it's like 1970, 1980 at the time. I remember there are it's like our village, our community. Please, everybody, every Sunday, every Saturday morning, oh, everybody, please come to the outside, out of your house, come to our clean our street. Also, it's like a sorting, and then like this movement. This is 30 years ago. This is a social awareness for the cleaning our village. It's like a segregation, sorting. However, Indonesia not segregation approaches. So definitely, I propose a minimum. Why not? Not much, but why not segregate the food waste? There will be the effectively, there are when it comes to the biogasification, much more lower humid, much more lower water ingredient. That's why I hope definitely you do segregate your own the food waste household or public awareness. This is awareness also we definitely providing to the people, boys and girls, to their many it's like education material. Not only that, but also there are many it's like education material. So that's why nowadays our son and daughter, our cousin, they are do not hesitate. It's like a segregation. Even though the old generation do not apply, we do sometimes violate segregation, but the cousin, son, and daughter, they do one of the percentage. It's like keep their own behavior, sorting, segregate. Yeah, this is that's why I hope as much as the many education, the much education, the effectively the performance will be increased, I think. 우리 그 아까 세 가지 질문인데 발생한 사람이 페이하라 그리고 어떻게 인센티브를 할지 또 지속 가능성은 무엇일지 사회적인 어웨이니스 이런 질문을 하셨는데 뭐 답변을 오케이 질문인데
폐기물 관련해서 분리수거 정책이 1995년 발표됐습니다.
We have for the waste management regulation from by 1995.
거의 한 30년 가까이 이 정책이 진행이 되면서 현재 한국은 분리수거 시스템이 굉장히 잘 정착되어 있고 시민 참여율도 굉장히 높습니다.
From the 1995, or exactly the regulation. That's why every grade needs to keep our waste management. That's why we are waste management. We are keeping well.
분리수거 시스템 이후로 약 24% 이상의 폐기물 감축이 이루어졌고요.
From this regulation, we are
있었습니다.
of course, like this project, we also have a very many higher in error of this regulation or project.
여기 중앙 정부는 법을 만들고 정책을 수립하고 또 규칙, 레귤레이션, 스탠다드 이런 것들을 만드는 역할을 한다면 실제로 폐기물을 처리하는 것은 그 역할은 관리의 책임은 지방 정부에 있죠. 한국도 동일합니다.
While the central government make a law and establish policies and centralize the rules, but every kingdom is like a local government. Local government actually every kingdom lead the way.
어떻게 잘할 때에 대한 고민을 중앙정부도 하지만 중앙정부도 하지만 각 지방정부, 환경부가 다 같이 하는 것이고 그 방법에는 이제 요금 정책도 있겠고 인센티브 정책도 있고 뭐 벌과 환벌이 있습니다.
The central government actually make the laws, also like Minister of the Economy. Also, we're working with our central government. So that's why according to this like a law and regulation, we also have a lot of many kinds of incentive and penalty.
어느 분이 질문하셨는데 지자체별로 요금 정책이 다릅니다. 그리고 인센티브 정책도 다르고 처리
Each local government has different key policies and incentive and penalties. So it's totally mean that each government have each policy. And so also each local government have a different processing system too.
왜냐하면 기본적으로 폐기물 수거에 드는 비용, 처리 비용은 발생 정원으로부터의 이동 거리라든지 그 이후의 프로세스 비용에 따라 결정이 되는데 지자체별로 그 처리 방법이라든지 폐기물 수거를 해서 이동해야 되는 거리가 다르기 때문에 약간의 차이가 있을 수 있고요.
Because of the cost of the waste collection and disposal commanding based on the distance. Yeah, that's why from the source of the generation, there are difference by local government.
그럼에도 불구하고 만약에 이쪽 시와 저쪽 시에 사는 사람의 폐기물 처리 비용 부담액이 굉장히 차이가 난다면 그거는 좋은 정책이 될 수가 없겠죠. if we have any difference from this city and with the other city, then it couldn't be a good policy. So we should control the price, the fees. Yeah, exactly. So for that, you, each, each of the research should do that. What price we is actually appropriate? Is it doesn't have any problem for the just resistance to citizens?
Surely it's like the central government have to manage on and make a law, but local government law is very important because of the each local government have a problem and like an issue and especially like on this month. That's why local government will make on their service policies. But but of course, each local government will have a different policy and different fee and different incentive or penalty. But every local government will also need to similar fee and regulation. Of course, everything is different, incentive fee, but generally, it's like generation regulation also happening.
오케이, 그 정도 하면 될 것 같고, 또 우리 소장님이나 다른 분들 답변이나. Okay, what else question is there?
I think first I will translate to that paper. Before we move to next question, there was an additional answer from the Korean side that emphasized about the food waste policy, and I think it's related to the next question from Kairo Silalahi and Bu Iva, in which that our partner from Korea said that maybe to make it clear in bahasa, jadi mereka mengatakan bahwa terkait dengan kebijakan pengelolaan sampah, terutama spesifiknya terkait dengan food waste itu sudah dimulai dari tahun 95. Jadi mereka juga punya peraturan, banyak kebijakan, same like us Indonesia, tapi mereka konsisten melakukannya, yang mana memang terkait dengan konsistensi kebijakan pemerintah baik di tingkat pusat dan pemerintah daerah itu menjadi sebuah catatan penting, yang mana mereka bisa menurunkan itu sampai 24%. Yang mana mungkin sama juga konsekuensinya atau implikasinya dengan kita, mereka melakukan trial dan error dan lain-lain seperti itu. Yang mana di sini terkait dengan pembinaan atau social awareness yang dimulai dari usia dini itu memang sudah dilakukan dari usia sekolah hingga usia remaja dan lain-lain. Yang mana ketika kita beranjak dewasa atau pada lingkungan hunian, residensial, apartemen, dan lain-lain, mereka punya kebijakan terkait dengan pay as you throw, di mana pay as you throw ini jadinya tidak sistem tarifnya not flat like what we did in Indonesia. Jadinya kalau di Indonesia we charge them per household, berapapun yang Anda buang ya bayarannya sebulan segitu, tapi di sana berdasarkan berat, yang mana juga berdasarkan komposisi. Jadinya ini berimplikasi kepada aspek infrastruktur, sumber daya manusia, dan juga finansialnya dari pemerintah daerah. Artinya tim pengelolaan sampah mereka akan mengkolek dari setiap rumah tangga seperti itu, yang mana akan dicek apakah ini sesuai enggak dengan ketentuan yang dilakukan. Apabila tidak sesuai, maka akan dikenakan penalti, yang mana setiap pemerintah daerah, kabupaten, kota punya penaltinya sendiri-sendiri. Apakah mungkin pajaknya dinaikkan atau iuran ke depannya akan ditingkatkan seperti itu. Itu berdasarkan hasil verifikasi dari petugas kebersihan di lapangan ketika mereka melaksanakan kegiatan PS Throw. Nah, pada tingkat yang lebih besar lagi, pada skala kawasan atau kota, menyambung dari Prof. Kim yang sampaikan terkait dengan BSF, yang mana kalau di kita melihat waste management as a cost center, tapi di sana they successfully integrated all the stakeholders, I mean from the government, the society, and as well as the private sector. Jadinya ada simbiosis mutualisme. Seperti misalnya kalau di kita di salah satu pemerintah provinsi yang di Indonesia, jadinya the local government take in charge menghubungkan antara kepentingan pembayaran sistem transportasi terpadu seperti itu misalnya. Jadinya mereka hadir dan apabila memang tidak sesuai dengan apa namanya ketentuan atau loadnya, dia memberikan subsidi dan lain-lain. Jadinya memang di sini kalau dijelaskan oleh Prof Kim tadi terkait dengan waste atau terutama organic waste atau food waste as a cost center di situ, ketika pemerintah daerah berhasil atau pemerintah dalam ini in general, they can successfully collaborating or engaging the various stakeholder membentuk sebuah ekosistem, economic ecosystem sehingga mereka bisa berjalan. Tapi tentunya memang konsistensi terkait kebijakan dan financial support, terutama lagi-lagi untuk insentif disinsentif itu harus tetap jalan. Jadi mungkin tadi kalau secara tersirat yang Prof Kim katakan adalah when we talking about insentif disinsentif itu tidak hanya muncul on the paper, tapi memang pemerintah pusat dan di daerah harus konsisten mengeksekusi tersebut. Itu baik dalam pengurangan pajak atau insentif tertentu, atau misalnya dan lain-lain seperti itu. We move to next question. It's about it's a historical question from Rika. It's related to the trial and error, like your colleague explaining that. How do you start the initiative on food waste collection system? And when you ask the citizen whether they agree or not to pay the amount like the pay as you throw or something.
우리는 처음에 뭐그
선생님이 굉장한데 후에 봉투를 구입하기 때문에 봉투를 구입하는 데에 가격을 매겨져요. 그게 비싸다마다 가격이 천원씩.
we household there are everybody is like when it comes to put it's like municipal solid waste, including that food waste that are put there on the another basket for the only near to the household, near to the apartment. It's food waste basket. They also, when it comes to buy the Indomaret, Alphamart, they selling to the some it's like a basket. Municipal solid waste. That's why the basket they got their own maybe this is a capacity 20 kilometer, 20 kilogram. We have to pay them maybe 1,000 rupiah for 20 kilogram, maybe 2,000 rupiah for 40 kilogram. Depend on the capacity for the municipal solid waste. Anyhow, we have to through their own or municipal solid waste. It's like after put their own plastic basket.
Let me add some
Yeah.
information. In Korea, generally, if you must throw away solid waste, you need to buy the plastic bag and finish for the supermarkets to similarly as 5,000
rupiah.
Per one plastic bag.
One plastic bag.
If you take, if you want to throw away other products for also, there are mostly two ways to throw away the waste. First one is that one the person mentioned. You need to go to the facility that's the food waste in maybe apartments or big buildings. And when it comes to this small household, you need to buy the plastic bag for food waste.
Yeah.
You need to buy that one. Maybe similar to buy
Yeah.
to throw away the waste. And when you throw away the waste, the plastic bag in the designated area, the recycling company will come and pick the plastic bag.
Okay. Yeah. That's the additional answer. Simply in bahasa, I can tell you that. Jadi mereka dulunya itu ketika mereka menerapkan kebijakan itu mereka pertama kali shifting dari tradisional menjadi pemilahan terpilah, yang mana di setiap residen atau di setiap rumah tangga mereka harus memilah sampahnya dan menempatkannya di plastik bag khusus yang mereka beli di convenience store atau toko-toko tertentu yang menjual plastik bag terstandar seperti itu katakan simpelnya. Lalu mereka akan membuangnya menggunakan wadah tersebut. Jadi tidak bisa asal taruh di tong sampah lalu diangkut seperti itu. Karena memang hal tersebut menjadi permasalahan klasik juga di kita harus akui di Indonesia. Ya kita asal buang aja di tong sampah, masalah nanti dipilah, dipungut pemulung atau dibuang langsung oleh petugas kebersihan. Itu nanti biasanya user atau apa namanya masyarakat tidak peduli, tapi di sana aturannya ketat. Ini juga menjadi apa namanya berhubungan dengan pay as you throw system, jadinya semuanya harus terpilah, terstandar pewadahannya seperti itu. Dan memang ya awal-awal ada resistensi dan lain-lain, tapi memang karena memang mereka punishment and reward dan kebijakan polisinya jalan, lambat laun masyarakat mau mengeksekusi atau mengikuti hal tersebut seperti itu. So maybe the last question, it little bit technical question about the example of food waste processing with anaerobic process in Korea, especially when we link this with the standardized input. So from Indonesian perspective, we know that some agriculture products that contain like pesticide and something like that. Is there any from the technology side, is there any pre-treatment process, or from the regulation side, there are standardized standard regulation, what types of food waste or agricultural waste quality that can be processed in the anaerobic digestion in Korea? Is there you can share with Indonesian fellows?
Yeah, it depend on the Korea big company. You know, there are Hyundai, Lotte, Samsung, LG. There are many companies. They own the anaerobic facility. Is like some incineration factory with the corporation, the local governments. So that's why they so it's like some. But there are it's like a sub technology regarding the aerobic approaches. So there are as long as the understanding, I can show the specific Hyundai case. Hyundai case also. Hyundai case he got the middle province of the Chungcheongbuk-do, Chungbuk province. So because cooperation with the specific local. Anyhow, let me specific technology specification Hyundai case with my documentation for your understanding and Nairobi. So I don't know exactly the technology specification, but could you say that again, your question regarding the
question? Is there example about food waste processing with anaerobic process in Korea, and about the standardizing the quality of the input? Is there mostly rely on the technology or the process itself, or at the national level you also have like a quality standard for the input, especially when talking about the agriculture waste? Because we know that, yeah, from Indonesian perspective, agriculture waste also containing like pesticide or chemical, something like that, that may hinder the quality of the process in the aerobic digestion system.
Regarding that, there are so many of them in Korean side of the there are waste energy development. There are three kind of the composting and fertilization. The last one is the biogasification. Your question, there is the very strong related to biogasification. This is a not small case, but we have to support the local government. So this is we got many biogasification approach we got, technology support, supported by it's like a big company in Korea. That's why the biogasification means the like a it's like how can I say? Yeah, I got my own Hyundai case. Let me share later biogasification regarding Arabic. 요 질문에 대한 좀 답변을 좀 해주시면 제가
예, 그게 그쪽 퀄리티 유지를 하냐고 우리는 그 대집단 학교라든지 병원 큰 집단에서 음식 해결을 가지고는데 거기에는 채소라든지 이런 것들은 과일 이런 것들이 믹스되고 오겠지만 이게 그 농약이라든지 이런 것들이 금통되어 있는 금통되어 있는 음식 묵직거리가 나오기 때문에 거기에서는 전체적으로 우리가 따로 관리하는 게 아니라 안전한 그 중증 저희가 나온다는 거죠. 그리고 그러다가 그 관리하기 위해서는 이제 와가지고 우리가 살균 처리하고 나오는 그 채소는 주소가 지정하고 그렇게 나가서 수소를 배치하고 애기의 수분을 80% 되도록 해서 오라다 살균 처리해가지고 오해등에 이렇게 먹이는 거거든요. 이런 관리도 보는 체계를 갖추고 있습니다.
regarding the quality control, control that before it's input from the outside means the after segregation sorting and then after pre-treatment for the homogenization of the food. Even though there are small the other ingredients is like some plastic, vinegar, the other material join. Definitely, Korea have to be joined to the black soldier fryer factory. Strictly is separate, and then going to move to the whole processing. Also, it's like 살균 처리.
Oke, itu tadi jawaban dari Prof. Kim dan kolega bahwa terkait dengan ini menjawab pertanyaan dari namanya Oppo CPH 2603 dan juga ada DM dari Pak Yadi. So when talking about the anaerobic process, yang mana di Korea itu banyak sekali dilakukan, yang mana sebenarnya kalau kita mempertanyakan terkait standar inputan, yang mana kalau kita bicara tentang kualitasnya, kalau food waste mungkin itu kan lebih ke edible atau consumable dari manusia, tapi kalau food waste dari agriculture yang belum terolah, terutama raw, itu kan mengandung pestisida. Jadinya secara umum tadi disampaikan bahwa ketika plan-plan itu dibangun oleh swasta dan menggunakan teknologi yang spesifik, artinya mereka punya ketentuan atau standar tersendiri. Nah, ketika input atau memasukkan food waste atau organic waste-nya dari skala kota, maka pihak private sektornya akan berkoordinasi dengan pemerintah, jadi menetapkan ketentuan atau regulasi terkait kualitas input yang diperbolehkan, sehingga memang terstandarisasi. Secara sederhana kita sampaikan bahwa input food waste ataupun agriculture waste-nya itu sudah terstandarisasi dan terpilah, minimal terpilah. Terutama kalau kita berbicara tentang untuk pemanfaatan BSF, memang di sini artinya harus benar-benar terpilah, tidak bisa terkontaminasi dengan sumber-sumber lain, kontaminan lainnya, seperti itu. So I think that's all the question. And from the offline participant, welcome. Sorry. Okay, Pak Niko.
And we have perhaps for cities or urban area and rural areas. That's my first question, how you deal with rural, because we said the distance between the house, very, I think, very rare house in the rural area. And the second thing, how to deal with the islands, small islands, which is really important. I mean, a lot of activities in Indonesia is related to it is too much cost. There is costly. At the end, it's going to go properly. Small island and put impact back to the big islands, cost for them. And then how we will have a meal for them, especially for rural area, farmers, they have really, especially they have certain places, if it is possible, it's difficult to. Okay. Okay. Yes, I don't know for sure, but for the minimum allowance from you cannot afford my back or like regardless, we have an opinion for this, we have a view for this, we just the challenge bureaucratically speaking. So Korea is in one big island, but inside very separate, very small island. It's a lot of how we are because Indonesia normally Jakarta very small di Jakarta. Ya, tapi all them has become plastic together. There are also Indonesia.
Indonesia, very biggest land, biggest the ocean you got. There are in terms of the population, you are in the world. There are fourth country. Yeah, this is it take 7 hours from Korea to Indonesia, but you are the circle left to right. It took 7 hours. The biggest world, Indonesia. Then Minister, you mentioned the very isolated rural area, very small island also. They even though they speaking the other language, we can understand it, right? Anyhow, so that's why our policy gonna finally, I hope to reach to the isolated rural area, very small village. But this is there are many longer times to the performing to the rural area. Costly, yeah. 관련해서 뭐 좀 의견 있으면.
수고합니다. 다 배로 조그만 동네도 다 쓰레기로 다 수거합니다.
Yeah, so I think Korea is compared with Indonesia. It's a very small country. So
One place, right? But Indonesia is very
yeah. That's why yeah, this is we are very. It's like 동일한. It's like standardization to it's like a local. There are small. We got the local area. We got the same approach, but I think Indonesian side compared to the Korea, very local government power initiative. It depends on their own the policy implementation, the local small village of the people. That's why we hope to much more. It's like recognize awareness for the food waste by themselves. Central government cannot control to the rural area. Yeah, cannot impossible. Maybe even though 100 years later, I think it's not possible. So yeah, I think your question very wonderful, big question. That's why let's discussion more. How can further serve the rural area people?
Yeah, of course. I do ask some question purposely, and I'm travel China. They they do create a system to really but for they also have no experience with small island. Even the closest island to the Java Island, Seribu Island, there's no ways straight from there. They just go to the sea. Also for Bali, Bali is almost island. This is totally and I don't know how to. It's not my expertise. My expertise in water supply. So how to we have to train them with this how to deal with very separate small island.
As long as you know, there are so many municipal solid waste. Finally, there are ocean debris. Before ocean debris, there are river water waste. River water waste, we can find out originated from the municipal solid waste, plastic, garden debris, including the food waste also. We have to put some plastic bag in. Plastic bag is like a, this is also plastic, base, all kind of the we can do. Check it out. What portion of the waste now on the distribution in. So I think the rural area problem. I think much more asking awareness also. Small case for the infrastructure also. Learning center. I think there are involvement of the local government to care of the rural area people. Okay, let's think on together for the rural, our isolated people. Big problem.
We still think about
Yeah. Good question. Good comment.
사실은 우리나라의 케이스는 이렇다. 근데 이거를 해서 적용하기 위한 적용하는 있나? 현장팀을 진행을 해서 가야 될 거니까 그런 것들을 처음에 내용을 하나 보다.
Yep. Dr. Kim also mentioned your question very good. We have to think on. We have to research. We have to take it into consideration, including potential our project. So I think definitely online, offline, your comment, your question very much important too in order to our develop the project. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, welcome.
Jadi salah satu sumber sampah terbesar di Indonesia itu adalah sampah dari pasaran tradisional. Yang sifatnya ya. Nah, bisa dipastikan sampah pasaran tradisional itu adalah kebanyakan sayuran dan buah. Itu pasti mengandung pestisida. Jadi bagaimana cara mengeluarkan pestisida dari sampah yang ada itu supaya ini bisa diolah menjadi tahap makro. Kalau yang dimaksud bukan sampah dari pasar, ya artinya persampahan di Indonesia nggak akan.
Yeah. A question from Pak Yadi, specifically addressing the issues of the food waste from the traditional market, where we know that from Indonesian side, from Indonesian perspective, when we're talking about traditional market, so of course it will refers to the fruit and vegetables, where we know that maybe we call it as conventional or business as usual process during the cultivation. They add like the pesticide during the process. So when we're talking about the BSF, how do the Korean side purify the food or vegetable vegetable and fruit waste from the market, especially when they containing the pesticide. Yeah. Is that
Yeah, in terms of the insect, the maggot is like is able to eat. This is a very very crude. There is a strawberry, a pineapple. This is the same condition. It's like people generates. However, it's possible, but it's not too difficult to for insects to eat the original thing.
Yeah.
That's why the further is like a providing the homogeneous the food is like a soup. Maybe it's like a very it's like a yeah, it too easy for the insect. In order to, we have to do something pre-treatment for the food. It's like a vegetable. It's like any kind of the fruit from the any from the market from the so that's why we have to pre-treatment. Korean side there are some special purpose the company of the gathering, so making the homogenization and then providing the material to the insect base plant.
Jadi itu tadi Pak Yadi, kalau di Korea mereka intinya adalah ada karena model bisnisnya sudah jalan, jadinya bahkan ada perusahaan khusus yang memang proses bisnisnya adalah pre-treatment untuk sampah-sampah sayuran atau food waste sebelum dikirim ke itu. Nah, masalah detail teknologi memang dia tidak buka, Pak. Tapi memang dengan proses bisnis seperti itu mereka punya kayak pihak ketiga gitu. Jadi tidak langsung diumpankan kepada public BSF-nya seperti itu.
Maybe Uji can add some information about the short of waste from condition market. That Pak Yadi.
Bahasa Inggris, Pak.
Bahasa.
Ya, sebenarnya perkenalkan Pak, saya Mujib dari Kota, sebagai CEO di Kota. Apa namanya?
Information
Sebenarnya mengenai
about
masalah di Indonesia, kalau kita ngomong modeling bisnis, apakah bisa terkonversi dengan data BSS atau tidak? Sama bahasa itu bisa kita pelajari di mana? Bukan hanya kami, tapi ada beberapa rekanan pun kita bisa melakukan treatment di masalah sampah pasar yang tampaknya organik resource berasal dari sana. Tetapi kalau kita ngomongin reality, justru food waste itu akan lebih banyak dari komersial area. Kita bisa bilang hotel, kita melayani hotel di daerah puncak, quantity food waste rata-rata bisa sampai 40%, 50%, bahkan kalau Pak kayak saat ini pun 76%. Yang menjadi masalah adalah pangan. Kita belum adanya peraturan yang benar-benar kuat masalah pemilahan dari sumber. Yang kedua, kita misalnya kita sebagai model bisnis di Indonesia itu kami private sector struggling banget. Gimana sih cara biar bisnis kita profit, jalan waste manajemennya sama selesai nggak dalam TPA. Yang ada banyak-banyak rekan-rekan akhirnya usaha ya udah kita ambil sampah buangannya di TPA. Kenapa? Karena pemilahan dari dulu regulasinya tidak kuat. Mungkin ide tadi dari ketika tadi disampaikan bahwa di Korea regulasi pembuangan sampah wajib beli wadah sampahnya di supermarket jelas sama semua. Itu bisa jadi satu turning point nih. Karena kita bisa buat pakai kresek yang merah, kuning, hijau, sekarang karpet kita mau buka gitu. Itu mungkin bisa menjadi kalau kita tuh sebetulnya kayak COVID kemarin, lama-lama orang semua pakai masker, saya juga pakai masker gitu. Nah ini bisa influence atau mengajak kita untuk itu. Mulai dari situ mungkin bisa. Kebijakan itu yang tepat. Kedua, memang benar permasalahannya adalah kenapa perusahaan waste management di Indonesia sekarang dan rata-rata jadi call center atau ya udah perusahaan dinas saja, karena
kita selalu dibandingkan dengan adanya retribusi regulasi dari pemerintah. Contoh saja Tangsel aja, satu rumah sebulan 5.000. Bagi kita tidak make sense. Hotel segede Haris yang sampahnya sehari di balkon, kita cuma dibayar 15 juta sebulan. Buat logistik pos yang macetnya 9, yang macetnya tinggi, itu sulit. Jadi kalau kita mau pasar, treatment kita yang akan kita lakukan di Temanggung, Pemdanya ini akan komit, khusus Temanggung sudah mulai digalakkan, waste dari pasar akan dipilah. Itu masalah pestisida bisa kita kontrol, Pak. Tapi yang harus dibantu adalah karena kalau kita mau kolaborasi dari researcher itu nggak tahu kan, researcher memberikan opinion yang strong pada pemerintah untuk bahwa riset ini harus dilakukan secara aplikatif. Seringnya Bin sudah sangat keren, peneliti sana sini memberikan saran, tetapi mentok nih di kebijakan karena masalah quality. Nah, di situ akhirnya kita swasta milih-milih Pak, masuk yang mana ya, masuk yang mana nih untuk kita melakukan waste management. Kita kalau ngomong dari sektor komersil aja, Jabodetabek kalau misalnya sektor komersilnya sampahnya bisa dikelola swasta, benar-benar bisa mengikuti regulasinya kuat, ada strong opinion dari riset, kayaknya 30% 2025 tahun depan itu bisa implemented. Teman-teman waste management ini pada bingung. Akhirnya itu kita tuh saling audit, bukan mahal-mahal. Kayak di Korea itu kemarin kalau saya dengar bisa mereka dapat dari government itu 120 US dollar per ton. Is it right? 120 US dollar pakai ke government. Nah, itu kan hampir 2 juta. Kalau 2 juta saya tarik berapa ton aja, meskipun nggak segregasi, belum terpilah kita pun berani gitu. Itu sih sebenarnya yang kalau kita ngomong, apalagi kita ngomong pasar, kalau pasar kios sudah bayar retribusi harian, keamanan dan yang lain adalah kebersihan itu berat banget. Pernah kita coba dilakukan di Jogja dengan adanya naik TPP, aturan itu ditegakkan, mundur akhirnya secara politik dari Jogja yang mundur gitu karena khawatir ini tahun politik. Nah itu yang sering terjadi, kebijakan ini nggak pernah match. Padahal dari dulu saya kalau nggak salah dibagi dari dari riset di beberapa kampus di UGM dan yang lain yang memberikan strong opinion itu pun sama-sama terkendala. So mungkin kuncinya adalah riset dan yang lain semakin banyak, lebih ke action yang riset yang benar-benar harus strong opinion ya. Itu yang kita juga kami swasta itu mengharapkan itu. Sebelum hasil ini bisa berjalan, saya yakin kita bisa mengejar
kan malah lah mobilnya papa
terbentuk. Kalau enggak, kalau regulasinya kuat, bibitnya nggak akan terbentuk. Kalau melihat Korea kan dari 96 sampai sekarang ya pasti sudah terbentuk, pasti bibitnya juga gontok-gontokan dan yang lain nggak tahu kayak gimana lah di sana huru haranya gitu. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Just like all it is no problem.
No problem.
The cultural pesticide was controlled by
Oke. Ya, jadi tambahan dari pihak Korea bahwa kalau terkait pestisida untuk apa namanya yang ada di buah dan sayur itu cukup terkontrol, bukan terlalu masalah untuk dalam sistem BSF-nya karena memang terkontrol. Mungkin nanti di belakang ini. Okay, so for our Korean colleagues, this is Mr. Mujib. Yeah, I do believe that you know him so well because during this week you have traveled together. But here, I'd like to summarize from what Mr. Mujib says that the first in Indonesia when talking about the problem of municipal solid waste, especially food waste, for the scope of traditional market, that's not a big problem. It's more, the problem is more in the commercial area like a restaurant, hotel, etc. And the second, it's a good input. Ini masukan yang baik untuk local government from Pak Mujib that food waste or organic waste or municipal solid waste in general. So it's not always single-handedly managed by the local government. So you can collaborate with the private sector. And Pak Mujib said that Pak Mujib and his allies are capable in managing that specific waste. Jadinya ya kita sebagai pemerintah daerah, ini masukan dari Pak Mujib, untuk mengatasi persampahan di daerah itu harus mau berkolaborasi. Karena contohnya untuk BSF tadi, seperti yang Pak Mujib sampaikan, kesulitan untuk mencari apa namanya food waste-nya. Yang mana memang selama ini sistem yang kita bangun ya semuanya diangkut lalu dibuang ke TPA. Dan juga masalah pemilahan, segregation, it's a classic but endless problems in Indonesia. Ya. Dan masukan Pak Mujib for recession, for us, BRIN, universities, academia. So in terms of municipal solid waste, especially food waste, please do applicable research, not just a theoretical or something like end up in the policy level. So please do an applicable, because municipal solid waste in Indonesia is a real deal, not just a lab scale or something. That's a very crucial, along with traffic jam and flood. Oke, mungkin itu ya untuk pertanyaan. I think that's all the question from the online and offline audience. And Pak Kim and the delegates are also give what's called like a good response that maybe can enrich our knowledge or bring us a new insights. And next session is the closing remarks from Dr. Sri Wahyono as the leader of research group on municipal solid waste treatment based on biological process. Pak Wahyono, the time is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Reba. Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, ladies and gentlemen. I think everybody agree that this is a very interesting lecture about the food waste management in Korea, Pak Kim.
Terima kasih.
Yeah, we are in Indonesia can learn about that, but of course, several waste management aspects should be adapted, yeah, to Indonesia conditions such as technical aspect, financial aspect, social awareness, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, I think there are still many things that we can explore from Pak Kim. Yeah, Pak Kim. But the time is limited. So we must end this lecture event. We are from BRIN, Pak Kim. Would like thank to you. Thank you very much, Pak Kim, for giving the very interesting lecture. And we would like also to thank the participant of the guest lecture here, both those who are present in this room, come from Korean delegation, come from Green Bursa, and also come from our college in BRIN. And also, we thanks to all participants in the online meeting. Prof. Kim, we hope our cooperation continue to the next year. Yeah, and we are welcome to for this cooperation. And I think thank you very much for all you guys. Here and also in online meeting. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Big applause to Pak Kim and Dr. Sri Wahyono. Okay, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have come to an end for this session. Before I close, so I'm going to give you not a poetic words, but this is a real word for my Indonesian fellow or wherever you are. So we know that municipal solid waste in Indonesia has becoming issues, and sometimes as a Eastern civilized people, as an Asian people, we know that we have Asian value. Like it's often said, what comes from nature should be returned to nature. But the problem is, how do we return it? That's the problem. So, in my final words, I would like to say, Your waste reflects who you are. Please be respectful. Please be responsible with your waste. That's all for today. Thank you very much.
Oke, thank you, terima kasih.